Okay. So we have to go give Dad the letter. Hey, Joshua. Hmm? Do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with the staff. And your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure, but why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estella I know. Huh? If we fail today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like what happened today discourage you? Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up. Okay, I admit that last comment was pushing things a bit. I'll overlook it this time, and thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. Shots fired. Alright, let's get home and eat. Oh. Detour. Or is it this actually the way we're supposed to go? Does it seem like it? Oh yeah, it was actually the way we were supposed to go. That looks lucky. I was talking to Sam about you earlier, about your 12-hour stream and his 24-hour. I'm good. I'm just going to fly through this part since we just did it, and then I'll signal when to start for the YouTube video again. So I just saved before alt-tabbing. Oh yeah, no problem. I told him I feel bad because I tend to lurk a lot in your channel because you're usually streaming after I get done, so I'll usually watch you as I'm kind of getting ready for bed and stuff. I'm not reading this again, not in full voice, so if you want the full experience, go watch the YouTube clips. Yeah, well, you play a lot of Guild Wars 2. I played all of like an hour, I think, of Guild Wars 2 and maybe 2 hours of Guild Wars 1. And that was about the extent of it. Have I set up the turbo? No. You can do that for chat as well, for the text. I'm just spamming the button. Now, I'll probably get a few of these videos and maybe start cutting them tonight or tomorrow, since I'm not streaming tomorrow, and then that way I'll be able to upload them for like a week and kind of set that up. Unlike Whoopi, I'm not going to just upload like a 4-hour stretch. I'm going to split them up into chunks of, I don't know, maybe like an hour, 30 minutes. Depends on how the game is. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to set that up then. Because I believe it's better for a YouTube standpoint to spread things out. Okay. And we're back. Technical difficulties over. For some reason, I'm oddly warm. Are you still awake, Joshua? You'd better hold off on the liquor or Estelle will get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Actually, what I should be saying here is don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Scara, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. That's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? That sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but what has me worried? I intend to do a little probing at the Erebonian embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rougher on the edges, she has talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll be a first-class bracer someday. Yet at present, she's like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, the same thing can be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you became a part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Yes, it sure does seem that way. About what you said back then, are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize, but I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estelle and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. Thanks, Dad. He's a spy. Actually, I don't know. Did you play this with the controller, Nolfi, or did you use the keyboard? It's a weird game where instances it feels better with the keyboard and other times it's better with the controller. Prologue. The Father's Love, a New Beginning. Hey, we're finally to the real game. Controller? Yeah, okay. I mean, honestly, with RPGs, and especially JRPGs, playing with the keyboard and mouse is just weird. Well, looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Estelle, don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. For the umpteenth time, I heard you already. How about you try not to go overboard with yourself with your own work? You're not getting any younger, you know? Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Scheherazade, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders at the last minute. Please, don't be. I am slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job at your place. There is no need to be humble, Silver Streak. And I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please, keep an eye on these two. You just leave that to me. It's tightening up the reins and spoiling these two is fine with you? You definitely understand the way I think. What's this all about? Looks to me like a mutual understanding between master and pupil. Bing bong. The Grantsville-bound airliner Lindy will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Uh-oh, I'd better take my seat. I don't want to say anything bad, but knowing anime and games, I just get all kinds of weird red flags and uh-ohs feelings. Have a great trip, Dad. Or, sorry. Have a great trip, Dad. We'll take care of everything while you're gone. When you're done with your work, make sure you come straight home, and no goofing off. Is there any way to see your beloved Papa off? Oh well, I'll try my best to come home as soon as I can. Alright, you two, be good while I'm gone. This game is about as vanilla as it gets? Oh, okay. So no, like, death flags or anything crazy. Like, I'm just picturing this airship being shot down or something, like full Disney style or something. I just have this like constant nagging feeling in the back of my head. He's gone. Again. Yeah. Come on, you two. There's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time, but when it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, I'm going to get work on those jobs your father left for me. But if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. Will do. But first, I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of doing as junior bracers. Alright, if you insist. I imagine that with Joshua tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks. She's a bag of fun. She's very standard anime girl in a good way. We'll do our best. And he's like the straight-faced sidekick. So, what do you want to do now, Estelle? Shall we stop by the guild? Yeah, we should probably talk to Aina and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go! Let's go! Oh yeah, Bose City. They got sponsorship from Bose, the headphone maker. Big fat cash. Shop. Ooh, a bar. I don't think they can probably go in there. Or shouldn't go in there. And weapons. Just love the mid-2000s anime. Yeah. We were saying yesterday? Yeah. That it's very reminiscent of... I don't know, in a way it kind of reminds me of like Final Fantasy Tactics to a degree. Like the art style and everything. Sorry. Buy. We're still kind of broke, but we have a little bit to upgrade. Those are very small upgrades, though. Would be better to upgrade armor? 26. I feel like maybe doing that first is better. Ooh. Hold on. Equip. Leather vest. Armor vest. Vest vest. Leather vest. Armor vest. And then we sell this crappy stuff. Shop. Sell. Leather vest. Times 2. Only 100. Mira. If anyone doesn't know, Mira is like Spanish for look. Where the magic system is really different in this game. Yeah, I can already tell it's kind of complicated and stuff. It might take a while to get used to. Not quite straightforward as like say a Final Fantasy where it's just do this spell. I'm sure the products I ordered from Bose have come, so I've got to go pick them up. Okay. I just want to see your wares. I'm just curious what you have. Fresh milk, marbled steak. Like these types of games, they kind of have to do something to make them interesting. It's just like with Xenoblade and all those. Like you can't just have some vanilla cookie cutter stuff really stand out from the pack. Especially if your story's fairly vanilla, as you said. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Has your father already left? Yep, just barely. That's why we came here to find out about the jobs he left for us. Sure. There are a total of 3 jobs I have lined up for you. For the first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. The farm west of here? Isn't that where Tio lives? Tio? I seem to have heard that name somewhere before. Tio Purzel. She was one of our classmates at Sunday school. She's also the Purzel farm owner's daughter. Oh, really? Actually, the Purzel farm that put in a request to have someone exterminate some monsters. Are they really having problems like that? Fortunately, nobody's been hurt, but the owner and his family are upset over their fields being destroyed by the creatures. Therefore, the guild receives an extermination request. I never would have expected something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head out there right now. Here, take this with you. This document certifies that you were dispatched by the guild. Please, give it to the owner of the farm. We already know Tio's father pretty well, so I don't think this is necessary. but we'll take it just in case. How they stack up. How many, what's the max people in a party? Like 3 or 4? I forget when I was watching Nash. West is this way. Northeast, southwest, my bad. Never eat soggy waffles. Milchmate Road. Pokemon. I choose you, Pikachu. Oh. He tried to actually come at me. 4? Okay. I like 4. It's a good number for a party. Oh, this guy's a little tough guy. Light him up. Some magic.
Good to go.
Oh yeah, it looks like the right trigger is still boost. It kind of went through some of that stuff a little fast, it seemed like. About the music's all been really well. Really well done, I should say. I only turned it off last night because I was listening to Final Fantasy and it kind of fit pretty well as well. That's a bit redundant sounding, but that's alright. Wait, so he can do this. Well, alright, so we'll try to figure this out. So we'll do smart stuff. We'll do this attack. And then... Oh, he's gonna attack before that anyways. I need to learn how to, like, jump in line. That's gonna be one of the tricky sort of things to master is... that CP, the craft or whatever, or whatever that's called, boost doesn't speed up audio. Yeah, so you're basically saying you sat there and played like this with your finger held down on the trigger the whole time? That's pretty crazy. So I used it. My turn again. We're gonna do this. Easy.
Alright, we're good to go.
Yeah, so that's what you're talking about. A lot of combat and running. So you can use this on the overworld as well when you're running from place to place. Oh yeah, I guess it does. Ooh, man, my finger is gonna get tired on that then. Wow, that was dangerous. Easier just to beat up on these little single guys. Preemptively, like real heroes do. Yeah, jeez, how did I get... Something in that last one must have been kind of making them stronger. Chest encounters. Oh, is that... So it's specific to chest. Alright, that makes sense. Because they were very much more armored and stronger than normal stuff. I guess that makes sense, but... We're not about to just roll on that stuff for no reason right now. Not this early on.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I mean, I don't really know why I'm doing this. It's just, I guess, grinding for levels so I'm not too underpowered at any given time. It's just sort of a natural instinct. Ooh. Gonna take that back. And on that one.
Here I come.
I guess it's a bit overboard. Critical on that attack, on that. What is that called again? Arts? Which arts? Maybe arts? Who knows? Oh! Snap.
That's that then. Let's move out.
As long as you get reasonable XP, grinding is good in this game. I feel like. Yeah, I mean, I think most JRPGs are going to be done in a way where going from point A to point B should get you the levels you need, unless you're really just constantly skipping everything. Kind of like that, but that's all right. We're just going to drop off a letter. Oh, that actually makes me a little nauseous. Fork. Is this the fork they're talking about? Oh, that wasn't really connected or weird. That works. 200. Gotta grind it. That's not going to help us. No. You are going to die. You definitely feel a little weird doing boost though early on when you're not as quite familiar with the flow of battle and how everything works. Like, it feels like I'm a little afraid and gonna mess something up. But for like the routine stuff, yeah, I can easily see how that would be helpful. Chickens. Chicky chick chick chick. No matter when we come here, this place is always so tranquil. It's hard to imagine monsters running amok here. I certainly don't sense anything out of the ordinary either. Anyway, let's go ask someone here to fill us in on the details. I wonder if Tio is home today. Tio? Grandpa? Yeah. Tio? No, uncle. Excuse me. I was wrong. Tio and Tia. Spanish for you. You guys learning something new every day around here. Ooh, I just watched their walk through the tomatoes. I'm horrible. I got my trash clearing stuff set up. I started using it more. Ah, yeah. That definitely makes sense. Oh, let's beat up on the chickens. Oh, Joshua, Estelle. Hey, Cher. How have you been? Do you know where your mom and dad are? They're not home right now. Tio's outside if you want to talk to her, though. Tio. Oh, Tio's outside. Is that probably Tio? Hey, Tio. Let me in. Hey, Tio. It's been a while, hasn't it? Estelle and Joshua, too. Did you guys come for a visit? Not exactly. We're on bracer business. We heard that you've been having some troubles with monsters. Estelle and Joshua explain that they are here to do their father's work because he is away. You finished all of your training? That's wonderful news. Maybe you could help after all. So, there really are monsters giving you trouble, huh? Regrettably, that's been the case the past several days now, thanks to which I'm suffering from a lack of sleep. Which means the monsters only come out at night? You are very perceptive, Joshua. It'd be better if you got all the details from my father, though. I imagine he should be back from delivering the milk and vegetables any time now. Well, let's find the milk and vegetable dude. Oh, there he was. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Purcell. How's everyone getting on these days? I like how they just talked to him so casually. Well, isn't it Estelle and Joshua? What brings you to our neck of the woods? Did you come to see Tio? We were actually just chatting with her outside. To tell you the truth, we're here on an errand today from the Bracer Guild. Estelle hands Mr. Purcell the guild referral, and Joshua explains that they are taking over their father while he's away. Is that so? But you don't think the job is a little too dangerous for the two of you to handle? I agree. I'd feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt. Don't sweat it. We're bracers after all. Taking care of monsters is right up our alley. The guild has even authorized us to carry out this task. If you wouldn't mind leaving it to us, we'd be more than grateful. Well, alright then. Go ahead and have at it. Thank you very much, Mr. Purcell. Then you could tell us a little bit more about the monsters that have been wrecking your fields. I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet, but they seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. Oh Lord, it's coming. As far as I can tell, 3 or 4 appear at night and raid our fields, gnawing on anything they can get their grubby little paws on. They don't seem threatening exactly, but they're extremely nimble. We've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. Sounds like a pretty strange bunch of creatures if you ask me. Since they only appear under the cover at night, we'll have to wait for it to get dark. Then how about taking a load off until then? I assume you'll also be joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word. You bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Mrs. Purzel. I can't wait. You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time in toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip you up something special that'll live up to your expectations. Oh, that was delicious. Your mom's cooking is as good as ever, Tio. That's because she gets excited to cook whenever we have guests over for meals. I feel really bad for Joshua, though, with the little ones jumping all over him like that. It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch onto him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think that's a bit of over-exaggeration, don't you? My name did not recognize the name Purzel and made pretzel. I could have been saying it the wrong way early on, but I think I might have done the same thing. He's definitely courteous and maybe even a tad reserved, but if you get to know him, he's really a caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it too gives him bonus points and gives him points in my book. You really think so? Think about it. With those striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair, it's only natural that he'd be a target for all the young girls. Is Joshua really that popular? Are you blind, Estelle? Rumor has it that more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him. I hear that he turned them all down, though. I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't know how I should even begin to describe his secretive nature about him after hearing this. But how utterly cruel of him not to confide in me. If you were a boy, I imagine it'd be a little different story, but as a girl, I don't think there's something he would talk to you about. And the fact that you haven't followed him for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? Why would I? Oh yeah, Mr. Pretzel. Estelle, you're in there, aren't you? It's about time to do our rounds. Alright, I'm coming. I'll be back after Joshua and I get the job done, Tio. I'd like to continue this conversation then, okay? Oh, alright. Be careful out there, Estelle. That girl, she's either completely out of touch with matters of the heart or just plain dense. Poor Joshua, he really has his work cut out for him. Oh, does he? It seems as though the monsters always show up at about this time. We'd better get outside and take a look around. Grrr. Gee, as they always say in the anime. Gee. What's going on, Estelle? I've got to ask, Joshua. You don't happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Come on now. Where are you coming up with this stuff? Since you came to live with us, we've always done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and what I mean to say is, I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word, Estelle. So, if there's anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot. What are you trying to say? Nothing. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk to. That's all. Let's hurry up and get out here so we can kick some monster butt. Gee. Yeah, no. Stare. Gee. It's always a little super moe-y anime girl that does that too. At first I used to laugh about it, but now I'm just like, alright. What kind of nonsense is Tio putting into that girl's head? Secrets, huh? Secrets. Bonafide. Wow, it's really dark out here in the countryside. So, Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the rounds? Someone's left. Let's see. How about we start by checking around the first house and then move on to the fields, stables, and greenhouses. We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing it this way. All right, let's go. Check, clear, check, clear. Check, clear. Check, check, check. You don't have to say check all the time. Check, 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 checking the check. Clear, clear. Kick down that sign, clear. I should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here. The glow of the ornaments sure give this place a romantic ambience. It makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here. You are definitely a ditz. At least it's better than being dense like someone I know. Fight, 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 fight. And, cool. What is that, like pumpkins? Good time. Monsters, where are you? Come out to play, yay. Alright, we have officially checked the whole house. I think so for it in here. Uh-oh, cow wrap. Check, check, double check. Of course, the last place we think to look. Ah, that's how it always goes. No monsters here. Alright, let's keep moving. What? So they said the greenhouses, the fields, and psst, look. Oh no, we found the little fat cat mouse things. Meow. It's getting away. Hey, get back here, you little furball. I can still sense its presence. Staying put on the farm for the moment. Well, good, because it's about to get caught. Get it. From behind. I got him. I think it's time to teach this critter a lesson. Here's where our job really starts. To stay alert, don't let your guard down. Ooh, that's a tall boy. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to actually really pay attention for this fight. That's not good. Alright, we're probably gonna get thumped here in a second. Crop muncher. Yeah, not good. Doubly not good. Use that against him. One thing I can't say about these types of games, usually it's just like a oh snap. This is super not good. Well, luckily it kind of wasted its turn. I've been completely forgetting about crafts, that those are... No, those are not automatic. No, arts are not automatic. Crafts are. Something like that, right? Taunt. Who is she that taunt anyone? Probably a better idea to try to heal yourself. Yeah, go ahead and do that instead. Man. What is the case with these sorts of fights? Sepith up? Whatever that means, Mr. Soul Blur. Ooh, which one is that? Okay, so he's all the way up there. Just let's do that. I don't know why, but this music gives me like Lupin the Third vibes. Even though I haven't really seen Lupin the Third or like old Cowboy Bebop or something, just the sort of like slightly jazzy aspect of it. I wouldn't call it a banger, but it's catchy. It's a head tosser? I don't know what you would say. Oh, you hit the poor cat that was playing dead. Oh, that didn't kill it? Are you kidding me? No, just get in there. Try the snare. Yeah, it's something about that. I mean, how often do you actually hear a snare in video games? Yeah, head bobber could probably get worded better. And I need to remember tomorrow to add chat to the screen, since these videos will be going up on the tubes. Oh, how are you gonna heal yourself? That's not right. Can you reach that one? You missed! That's no bueno. Now I gotta waste my turn hitting it. Oh my goodness. Alright. Just do that. And then definitely hit that thing. That one. Not pretty, for sure. Gotta get used to combat a little bit better, but we made it through. Not quite as easy as Fire Emblem. I think Fire Emblem sort of spoiled me on turn-based combat, because that stuff was like... most of Fire Emblem was pretty easy. Meow. Mew. My goodness. The work of a bracer is something else. You kids have done a fine job on rounding up these critters. It was nothing really. I wanted to ask you though, now that you've been caught, what do you plan on doing with them? I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. And now that we've given these critters a good thrashing, I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. But still, how's that going to benefit anyone if we show these creatures any mercy now? We're here to do a job by exterminating the monsters, remember? But, in any case, we're here to do a job in Dad's place. If the same thing happens again, what we have... I see what you're getting at, but... you know, there's only some vegetables they damaged, so what do you think about letting this slide this time? You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they learned their lesson. Tio, Mr. Purzel. But in this case, I strongly suggest otherwise. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is we're all living beings trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of those creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these critters just this once? Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffered the actual loss, I won't object to your request. And he's a hard ass for the rules. You gonna go? Alright, Wisteria. See you later, man. See you, Nolfie. Have a good night. Really sorry about this, Joshua. I know you two came all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again. Then that's that. Alright, you critters. You'd better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram. Yeah. Why don't you keep them as pets? Yeah, I saw you finish Final Fantasy VI. I was still around for that. I was just eating dinner. Well, I'll consider this matter closed. The night's been a long night, so how about we head back into the house and hit the sack? The two of you are more than welcome to spend the night. Sounds good to me. I appreciate your hospitality. I was waiting for Joshua to be like, nope, I'm out. One second. Man, I'm beat. It's really late. How about we hit the sack? Joshua? What's wrong? I'm sorry. I made this situation really awkward for everyone. Huh? Are you talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's. No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent is all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Unlike you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like this that I really begin to loathe myself. Almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Maybe some part of my heart is broken or something. Joshua! Don't you dare say things like that about yourself. Estelle? I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years, and I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Probably even more than you yourself. I won't allow you to just disregard everything with a bunch of nonsense. I don't ever want to hear you say you're broken again. I'm sorry. It was foolish of me to say that. As long as you understand what I said, that's what really matters. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt. Why? Your real problem, Joshua, is that you're always trying to keep yourself feelings locked inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything yourself. That's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Estelle, Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weakness today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself, and for that, I'm happy. I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you can just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that. Ha! I've got a whole lot more where that came from. But how about we call it a night? After all this endless running around, I'm ready to drop. Alright then, have a good night, Estelle. And thanks. You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight. What's up, Tex? How you doing, bud? I didn't see you sneak in here, I'm sorry. Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologize for things not turning out the way they should have. Please don't worry about it anymore. We were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If there's anything else we can help you with in the future, please let the Bracer Guild know. That'll definitely be the first place we contact. Come and visit again sometime when you're free, okay? We'd love to have you over for the night again when things are convenient for you. I'll treat you to some of my best cooking next time you come. Thanks for the invitation, Tio and Mrs. Purzel. We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when our workload settles down.